What's up, everyone? Another way back, more Dyson Sphere Program. Episode 12. Checking my face cam, looking good. Okay. So, last we left off, we were automating, we un-effed our main bus again, and I really think this is a lot better. This is a lot better setup. It's going to be more sustainable. And we were trying to get all the logi automation going, like belts and inserters and stuff like that. The stuff we're using, you know, to build other things, the very common automation things. We probably will get some assemblers going as well, because I think those use, I want to say machines, or I mean engines. They don't. They just use chipsets and gears. Probably should have put those before the engines, but we didn't. So we're gonna have to fit them in. Maybe we'll do them after Sorter Mark II, because that's what reuses the engine. I think that's the only thing that uses the engine that we wanted to automate anyway. Yeah, because we don't want to automate water pumps. You know, we're going to use those very, very infrequently. So Sorter Mark II is the only thing that's used. So why don't we automate that next? Why is it going into a belt? It's going on the bus? I thought that was the only thing that was automated with that thing. It looks like, because I thought there would be more. Wouldn't there be a bunch more? Yeah, see, there are multiple things down here for gears. This really only goes to Sorter Mark IIs. That's it. Well, that we currently have. Let's go look. Because maybe... Oh, that's right. Engine 2s use them. L1 engines. L1 engines use L0 engines. What else uses engines? I think it's just that. I know these don't. No, well, the water pump does. What about this guy? Nope. We'd know because we actually have him. Deuterium factory? Nope. Thermal power? No. We already know that. What about these guys? What do they use? They don't. They just use the processing stuff. So I think these guys are L1 engines. Yeah, see, lots of stuff. Okay, so L1 engines use L0 engines. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make our Mark II inserters right here, or I'm sorry, well, they are Mark II, our L1 inserters, and then we're going to make L1 engines. We're going to leave a space for that. So let's do that really quickly, because we really only have two things to make with this off the bus here, and then we can debus this thing, which sounds kind of funny. We have L1 inserters, which is not used for anything else. Let's be sure this guy only uses two things. Yep. So then let's split off the engines. I don't even know if we can split that quickly. I mean, we can. It's just gonna... It's weird that we're gonna have to, let's do this guy. Why don't we just run this in there and then split it? Why are we splitting it twice? Well, I guess it's fine. We'll just do it like that. We only need one thing. All right, how many belts we got? I literally have just barely logged in. Why don't we make some more belts? I know that, how are we doing on gears and stuff? We're doing very well on gears, actually. We have a lot of good stuff in our inventory here. All right, let's start connecting things. Connect the dots, la la la. I don't know why I just said that, but it's funny. All right, let's go here, and then we're going to go up this line. We're going to get these inserters going. And then I think we're going to do probably assemblers after that, because I want to get those things automated as well. You're going to be making us L1 inserters. Sweet, sweet, sweet. It's already set up. Let's just shift copy paste that sucker, and then we're going to get this thing rolling. And what do we need here? For every 1 second, we need 2 inserters. So we're going to need fast inserter in, which is, oh, these are backward, right? These are backward. Maybe we don't care. I think we were saying, you know what? Let's just fudge this one. Because if we go a little bit over, we're not going to be able to fit a belt under there. I think we should reset this. Let's just reset this, okay? Let's just reset these lines, because I would like to do this a little bit differently. Why don't we get this other line in with the engines on the outside? Oh. It actually has to go up one more, because we have to make it fit. We had another one in there. This is actually wrong. We already had it set up to do engines the right way. I just forgot because it's, you know, that was the last episode, right? So why don't we grab this guy, and we're going to go down. See how we can't go to there? Oh, we could if we go back 1. Well, maybe, because I know there's a belt in the way. See, there's a belt in the way. So let's go up 1 more. Can we go down now? Still can't. Oh, I see why. I think that's probably acceptable. Not really sure how we could do this any differently to make this more savvy, right? Yeah, we'd have to go up and over again. So why don't we just do this? It is what it is. We're just going to have a little bit of spaghetti in here. It's really hard for me to handle that about this game, but I'm just going to be fine with it. I don't like the spaghetti things like that. I much prefer something that just looks a little nicer, of course. I think when you delete something, it should turn off the delete thing. When you go to build, maybe it should turn that off. I don't know. Again, the game's brand new. I really like this game. I don't want to S-talk it or anything. It's a really good game. Let's get this power guy in here. I think that's where it's supposed to go. Yep. Let's get our inserters in. We're going to want L1s for these guys because they are going to have to go very, very quickly. And we'll do L0 for these outside guys. They do not need to go as fast. Although I bet you we're going to be waiting on them. Yeah, we're waiting on engines now. So why don't we upgrade these? There we go. Oops. Is it we can't upgrade them because we don't have enough? Oh. I don't know why we couldn't upgrade those. Okay, so we're going to belt them out straight into a box because we're not going to use these for... No, these will be used for L2s. So let's get these into a box. But for now, they're just going to sit here because we don't need them currently. But eventually we will, and they're only going to be used in the one recipe. That's it. So why don't we... Oops, that's the wrong direction. Why don't we just get rid of that? Oh, it got rid of the other thing instead. No problems. Let's just do that. So another thing I can do is do more shift clicking. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, every 1 second it makes 2, so we're going to have to upgrade these as well because they're not going to be able to go fast enough, I don't think. Because I want to say they're not 0.5. Let's just look. Well, what's this guy? 3 trips per second. So that's... So if this is... We would need 2 trips per second, and this guy will only do 1.5 trips per second. So let's do the fast out as well. Why are these not producing? Well, this guy is, but this guy is not. Why? He's not getting any engines. Why is he not getting engines? It looks to be hooked up. Is it not hooked up? Is it sorted or something? Why don't we just delete it and start over again? Oh, okay. That's not what we wanted. Let's hook that up. Let's just get another sorter on there. Maybe it just doesn't, it freaked out or something. Oh, I think it was moving it to the inside line instead of moving it actually into the assembler. Okay, let's get a box. We're done with these. Really want to get, I want to try to get to science today, actually. And we're going to need 2 fast inserters for this. So let's just put them in right now. I mean, not that it matters right this second, but that will give us the full throughput of this system. So we've got these guys. Why don't we reduce these to... I would say about that amount currently. What do we have these guys? Yeah, that's the same for these guys. What about engines? We didn't reduce this. Let's put our engines to here. Looks like there's only 50 too. So that might be something we want to build up a little bit of extra on. These engines take forever. What's going on here? Plate's not coming in fast enough. Did we do this wrong? 2 plates. The plate should be on the inside. Why is it on the outside? Well, we're at least going to upgrade these because we totally did this wrong. But let's upgrade these. That'll help it go a little bit faster. It's still not really... Okay, at least it's barely fast enough now. We don't have to worry about that because the machine just can't keep up. Can't keep up with it currently. But this is really not the correct way to do this. I should have split the iron over here. You know what? Let's just fix it. We've got some time, right? Let's fix this setup right here. We're going to back these up a little bit. And now I'm recording. Can't really talk. I don't know who that is. Alright, so let's get out of this. Back this up. We're going to... Okay, let's let it continue to take up the excess here. Okay, so this is obviously going to go because that is not the right line anymore. This one is going to be, let's get the iron in first. That is correct. That's the way we want it, right there. Let's hook that up because again, the reason I'm doing this is because when we upgrade these assemblers, if we ever do, the problem is going to be that the faster assemblers are going to not get enough iron. The iron's going to come in too slowly. So then it also needs gears and, okay, it needs these two guys. Let's back gears up because I'm pretty sure I can get gears. Let's do, I think it's going to be harder to get those magnetic coils in, so let's do that first. Let's back the line up. Let's get the splitters in real quickly. Well, as quickly as we can. See how we're going to have an issue kind of with these? Yeah, that's going to have to, I don't know if we can fit all this in here. We might have to do it here. This is probably why we did this. This is probably going to have to go underneath. Because see how we need tons of space. So that works for that line. We're going to do it one more in because we're going to need some space to run the belt right next to this guy. And we don't have a lot of space right here. So we're going to have to go up with this. We can't do that. It won't do that. Well, it will go up. Let's do up and down. Right? Right. All right, so let's go up first, then down, and then there we go. And I think we can just run this belt underneath, so let's do that. Again, we'll do that first because it is very important to get this belt in. This is the one we have a problem with. Let's get it in at the very, very last second here. That's possible. No, that's not possible. Okay. One back. So I'm going to shift click this to copy it. That worked. Okay. Collide with other object. Oh, you have to back up one and do it. Okay. Oops. Well, I want to try to shift click this. Let's get out of that mode. Shift click. Like this. Okay, very cool. All right, that's in. We can't shift click this because there's no belt to shift click. So let's just try to bring this in like so. And then we just have to hook these up, which is very simple. I didn't shift click. I'll get used to it. And there we go. All right, that's a little better for this, even though, again, it's a little more spaghettied. I just think it's better for this system. And I think the fast inserters on the outside belt are probably better. Probably we should run this out, though, because now it really doesn't have what it needs. So why don't we box this really fast? Nope, that is not a box. This is a box. Why don't we box this so we can get this thing moving, and then we'll just pick up the box. What is it doing? Oh, it can't go right there. Okay. No, I don't want to copy an inserter. I want to copy one of these belts. All right, and I know this is a little bit actually, you know, this is starting to be something that isn't going to work. Is that backward? No. Power. It's going backward. So let's shift click this guy. There we go. Let's get this off the line, and really we can get rid of these now because those are good. So is this. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of these. Let's clean this up. All right, so that's actually a better system. I know we spent a little bit of time on that. We're going to be glad we did because these engines are just really slow. It takes forever to craft these. So I think it's a good idea. See, 2 seconds for one. In fact, let's expand this right now. And it's really too bad that it's in this thing is in the way because this is one of those systems that we're going to be wanting to expand a lot. We're just going to expand it immediately. Okay, cool. I can actually copy that. Let's get that in there. This shows how easy this is to expand. I am being a little cautious just because I want to make sure that I do this correctly. And then we're going to shift click this guy. And there, we have a whole nother row. And let's get some of this out. We're also going to need power. So the power pole would probably go right here. If we shift click this guy, the power pole would go just on the other side of that. So let's get out of that. Let's shift click the power pole. Nope, the power pole. It's very hard to see what I'm doing here. Boom. Okay, so I think it would go right there. Let's double check that. Yep, that's where it would go. All right, let's get some more of this guy going this direction. This is a way easier way to build. All right, so one more line will get us those engines a lot faster, because I bet you those couldn't keep up. Now they should be expanding. Well, they'll be expanding quite a bit. So we'll have to skip that spot, but that's okay. But that shows you the scalability of the system and the reason I want it this way. Good, that inserter is keeping up just fine, because that's such a slow system. Okay, so next we wanted to do, I think what we wanted to do was assemblers, right? What do we want to do next? We've got L1s. We don't have belts yet. We probably could do belts. Assemblers would be good as well. Again, these are all going to have to be on the same line, because these are going to be right back to back with each other. I think we should leave a space. We could leave a space for L1 engines right here, because we're going to, and then leave a space for L2 inserters, because I think L2 inserters just use, so let's do a little bit of planning, right? L2 inserters just use the L2 or the L1 engine and the L1 inserters, so we could leave 2 spaces. So why don't we, they each have 2 lines, so let's just copy some belt and kind of draw this out how it would be, right? We got that, we got that, we got one of these guys. Oops, that's not it. That's not it. We got one of these guys, which I think could go right there. Let's see if I can do an inserter right there. This is a little bit harder than it. Okay, this is sort of right. I can. Okay. So then I'd have a belt out. So let's do a belt out. So that is L1 engines. Then we got a belt in and a belt in. I want to say that the other thing that uses L1 engines are the L1 belts, or L2 belts, or L1 belts, actually. Let's look at tech tree again. L1 belts uses the L1 engine as well. I'm sorry, yeah, this is L1. This is L2 uses L1, L1, or L2, or L1, L1, yep. Okay. So this gets us L1 engine, right? Then we've got the outbound, and then we're going to do L2 inserters. Wow, we're already to the water, huh? We got some water right here we got to fill. Right, L2 inserters, so let's get that in here. I think this is too much space. Actually, L2 engine, or L1 engine right there. We're just gonna say Mark II. I know I used to do L whatever. I'm having a hard time with it. Mark 1 engine, Mark II engine. That's the Mark II inserter. Mark III inserter. I would guess that's gonna be Mark II belt, because that uses the same thing. So why don't we just, we don't have these yet. Why don't we just do it when we have them? We'll belt this when we need it. The problem is there's so much spaghetti in here, we can't belt this guy now. Oh, we can. We already put him on the belt. But he's not going to be belted. That's why I wanted to put these in, because this is what uses that belt. There's one more thing that uses this. That's right, Mark II engines. That's what this is. This is Mark II engines. That would be good to do, because we've got to get this guy off the line. Lots of stuff uses Mark II engines. We'll just have Mark II engines take the same spot as Mark I engine. Then we can start running that guy. Yeah, we're going to definitely be rebuilding this at some point. I think right now we just don't have the space. So we're going to be tearing this up and rebuilding it for sure. So let's just not worry about it. Let's just leave it as is. Let's just get this stuff out of here. We left 2 spots. Okay. Well, we don't need to pick that up because we're about to use it. Let's put in... Let's do a line here. All the way up to there. Because this is going to be assemblers. Let's just do assemblers. I need belts, huh? Well, let's do belts. That maybe is a better idea. Because it looks like we're out of belts. All right. Let's leave. Well, now that we've drawn this, we really don't need this. Let's get some of our belts back. Let's see if we can get this in before we have to stop here. All right, let's copy these guys. We're going to make these belts. Mark 1 belts. We just need gears and iron, no problem. What ratio, though? 2 iron, 1 gear. Makes 3, so we're going to have to really pull the stuff out of this one. So we're going to want iron right here, and this is going to make it really difficult, but that's okay. I'm sure we can do it. Oh no, because we have to go up. We have to go up 2 right here. We might want to move this, actually, to a place that we can actually do this thing. So why don't we deal with the iron really fast? Then we can figure out where we need to go. And let's just make some more belts. I would love to wait on that and wait till we have belts coming in by hand, but we don't. Or, I'm sorry, automate it in an automated fashion, but we don't. So where are we going to run into problems? Right there. So we need to go up right here. But I don't want to do it that fast. Oh. See, that's the problem with this thing, is you have to kind of know what you're doing before you get there. Okay, that's cool. Let's try to do it to here and see if we can come down after that. We can. Okay. Because that gets us to our assembler faster. We probably should have left it, because I bet you this will be fine. Let's put a splitter in. Is it the correct way? It's not. Now it is. Let's split the iron right there. All right, we've got our iron. 2 belts, then an assembler, correct? Let's do 2 belts, 1 there. 2 belts, right? An assembler. Another belt. Let's copy it. Another belt. Okay. I did it. Oh, I think you have to draw it. All right. Now we can do our belt in. Up to here. We're going to make our iron belt in as well. That'll be the other one's gears. So let's get gears in here. And I can't even see what I'm doing. Which one's gears? Gears is the second belt right here. So let's draw out the gear belt. I don't know if we're going to have enough space. Let's go up. We do want this to be elevated. We're going to have to elevate it twice because of this iron belt. That is unfortunate, and that's why we didn't want to have to do that. We're going to have to reverse these. This is just going to have to be reversed. It's okay. We're going to figure this out. We're going to figure out how we can do this, because we really can't. This is why, I prefer undergrounds. But, again, this system uses something different. We're going to have to get used to it. It is what it is, guys. All right, copy the splitter. Does it do in the same orientation? It doesn't. So let's split this guy in. He probably just needs to be backed up a little bit. Oh, cool. I don't know how I did that, but sweet. No, he does not. He needs to actually move this way. And then we're going to get an iron splitter in. Okay, that's how we should have done this from the beginning. Let's get this in. Let's get this in. All right, now we'll copy it again. Let's just go immediately over and up. This is how we should have done it at the beginning, and it's kind of good that we're redoing it, because now it looks a lot better. This is how I would have wanted it in the beginning. Now we can literally copy this guy and just go straight over this. But we're going to go up, right? We want to go up, and we're going to split about right here, so let's not draw it too far out. Copy splitter. No, I copied splitter. Splitter. That's actually the direction we want. Let's get it in there. That's what she said. All right, copy, copy. That's not a copy, copy. This is way faster. Copying belts is way faster than selecting it every time. I think that once trying to go up, let's not do that. Lack of item. We're now out of belts again. Let's do the belt. One more set of belts. That should finish it for us for belts. All right. Did this go all the way? No, it didn't. Perfect. So let's get out of here. I think we can go... Yes, we can. That's awesome. No, that's too close to the splitter. Of course it's too close to the splitter. Why don't we just back this completely out then? Because I'd really rather just go around it. Okay. There we go. That'll get us what we need for belts. And now we won't have to automate belts anymore. Let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Not really sure why I did that. All right, so we're going to get belts. I know we're really far into this, but I think we're getting faster. We have crafted something, expanded something. We're about to do our second one, and then we'll probably end up with a third line with assemblers, because I do want to get those done. I know it means we need to belt these Mark 1 engines for a longer period of time, but I think that's okay. No, we left space, so Mark 1 engines will be right there. In fact, let's get rid of this so I don't screw that up. This is Mark 1 engine spot, right? We'll clean that up in a minute. Oh, we didn't finish this belt over here. That's why we don't have iron coming in. There we go. Now we will. All right, so let's copy an assembler here. Let's get this in. I think that's correct. That looks correct to me. And we're just going to go with... We're making gears. I'm sorry. We're making belt. And the belt happens... We need 2 per second. So I think we need to go with a fast inserter right here. Pretty sure that's outside. We don't want that. We want it to go in like that. And I think we can use a regular inserter for this. So we don't have any handy. Let's do it like that. We need some power. Let's get the power pole going. I want to see how this is working here. There we go. Gears are not coming in. 1 per second. Oh, that's not doing 1 per second. Okay, let's upgrade this guy. There, now it's fast. There, that's keeping up. Okay, good. Our belts are coming out. Let's copy this guy. Sweet. And then we can just copy these. Oops, I thought I got it in there. That's... Never mind. Just gonna leave it. Why is this not working? Lack of item. Oh, I don't have any. Okay, I don't have any of those. Well, I can go get some. Let's just go get a stack. There, now I have plenty of them. Let's probably get a stack of these guys too. We're not close enough. Probably not. Let's get a stack of these. How are we doing on splitters? Oh, we're doing plenty well and good. We're going to need to go to our box and drop stuff. We'll do it in a second. I want to finish this build. Okay, so let's copy this one more time. All right, that worked. Now let's get some outbound belt here. We will need to use these for another build, so we will be boxing them and then also putting them on the bus eventually, which means this iron might get in the way, but we can move it at that point. Box. We might want boxes even on there because it would be good just to walk over and pick a bunch of stuff up. Why don't we do this, copy this guy, and just... There we go. Oh, we don't have outbound. This is 3 out. 3 per second. So we're definitely going to want, if we do this, actually I think 1 can handle it. This does 3 per second. Right? 3 trips per second. So this should be able to do it. Now we're going to have 2 of these, that's for sure. That's belt. We're going to have 2 of these. So let's do 2 of these in. And for each one, we're going to have to add another one. So this is not a super scalable system. This is going to be a few machines and that's it, till we have a lot more belts. Now what I was thinking about is moving this out and actually having the line on the inside too, so that would take 1 more space, which means we can't do it to a lot of these other ones. But I think there's a way that we can do this. We might even be able to split it also up. Like we could take a machine out and put a splitter in so that we have more space in here. That's another way to do that. Or double box. We can do that as well. But I think for now it's fine, and why don't we lower this to probably something like... Probably 4 stacks until we actually use it for something else. We'll just get 4 stacks in there because we're probably going to need a lot of those suckers. Our iron is very much running out now. We really need to get to the next level of belt, which means we need red science, and we really need to focus on that. And I really want to automate our science. See, this guy can barely keep up. The belts are fine. I mean, the inserters are keeping up. Because see how they're blinking on and off? They're not staying in one spot. And the belt is completely full. Because look, these guys can't even run. So we cannot expand this any further. There must be multiple things being crafted right now that's using iron. Because that's the only reason it would be doing that. It's not. How come the belt's not full? Where is it going? Oh, okay, we're making gears. That makes sense. So that's why the iron is being taken up. Okay, well, we got belts. We're really at the time limit now. I think we did a decent job there. Again, we'll be rebuilding this system. It really is only going to be for a short period of time. I do like our main bus, the way it's working now. It's a little unfortunate that we have to go over this ore vein, but it's fine. It's not that big of a problem. So that's episode 12. I'll see you on episode 13. We're going to try to automate science. I am going to get assemblers. I want to get assemblers, and maybe boxes would be a good thing, so I could just walk over and grab them. Although we don't really produce that many boxes. We could probably craft 10 of them, no sweat. The problem is then I have to have gears and stuff on me, which I'll probably always have to have. I remember in the Factorio episode, the Factorio series, I had to have gears all the time because I was handcrafting stuff kind of all the time. It would be nice to have everything automated. Probably not going to ever happen. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. Please like and comment on what you're enjoying about this thing. If you have any ideas or something you see that you think that can be done better, please let me know. I want to hear about that. I sometimes get my greatest ideas from viewers, so please let me know. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit that bell notification if you want to know when I produce videos. Definitely one a day is what's coming out right now. I might have to actually increase this because I actually have a huge backlog now, but we'll see. I'm going to wait to make sure that I can keep up because my schedule gets really busy. So if you enjoyed this, I hope to see you tomorrow, and as always, stay frosty.